everybody! Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Serena Kazawa here, and today we're going to be getting into the VTuber Newsy news. But before we do, please make sure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell. And guys, do you know that I stream on Twitch? Head over to Twitch. And if you're at work, leave me a lurk. Okay, guys, on to our very first piece of Newsy news. This is Ironmouse, and Ironmouse is a female American VTuber from Puerto Rico, a veteran of the industry. She debuted in August of 2017. So why are we talking about Ironmouse? Well, guys, looks like Ironmouse is having an issue with someone impersonating her again. This is posted on Ironmouse's X account. This is posted on January 23rd, 2026 at around 8:10 p.m. And Ironmouse says, if you encounter this individual, that is not me. Please report for impersonation. This is someone using an AI voice changer pretending they are me. The fact that they're going around on Discord and Twitch taking advantage of other streamers is gross. So you can see here, this is the impersonator, and their name is Dear Satan, and they've already amassed 40,000 followers. And then this is another screenshot that Ironmouse posted as well. This is them on Discord, so they've changed their username to Ironmouse, but you can see here that Dear Satan is their handle there, and it says, I am your cringe demon queen. Here's just a quick update in regards to that. This is posted by Newsy saying, looks like their Twitch got taken down so far. Good riddance. I'm so sorry you're having to deal with this, mousy. So you can see here, this is a screenshot saying this channel is temporarily unavailable due to violation of Twitch's community guidelines in terms of service. So this is Kai, and Kai says the fact that they got 40,000 followers is absolutely insane. So anyways, guys, if you do see this impersonator, please make sure to report it on Discord. It looks like it has been taken care of on Twitch, but in case they pop up again, I just wanted to let you know that this is a situation, so please make sure to keep your eyes peeled. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of news. For this story, I want to preface this by saying there is a trigger warning in effect for some politics and religion. Part of my job in doing the Newsy news is to tell you what happened, not how to feel about it. That is completely up to you personally. So don't shoot the messenger, and just keep in mind, I'm only telling you what happened so you can stay informed. With that being said, this is Rev Say Desu, and Rev Say Desu is a male English VTuber, anime reviewer, and news reporter. And this is Miss Lala, and Miss Lala, also shortened to Lala, is an independent English-speaking female Puerto Rican VTuber. She is a 1950s diner waitress who got magically transported into the future via television at a diner she worked at. And this is ICE, and ICE is the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. And this is Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ is the main protagonist of the Bible. So why are we talking about Rev, Lala, ICE, and Jesus? Well, guys, this is posted on Miss Lala's X account. This is posted on January 25th, 2026 at around 12:54 p.m. And Miss Lala says, F ICE in regards to a lot of political stuff that's happening in America right now. To which Rev replied to Lala saying, LARPs as a 1950s VTuber hates current federal agency that is more tame than any law enforcement agency of the time period included in her LARP. And then Rev continues to say, Locke replies all you want. I think you are fully aware of your hypocrisy and baseless virtue signaling. So then Miss Lala says, if you want to have a conversation about my actions, then come to me and let's have a conversation. My post wasn't directed towards you, and I don't know what I have personally done to you to warrant a targeted reaction about me to your community, to the point that I'm receiving slurs from your community members. This is where JC gets involved. I guess Ephesians 4:23 saying, be kind to one another, tender-handed, forgiving one another as God in Christ forgave you. You're a man of faith, correct? You don't have to like my opinions, Rev, but you also don't have to antagonize your community against me. To which Rev replied, your quote-unquote conversation was saying F ICE, and now you're trying to weaponize my faith against me poorly. To which Rev has, this is Romans 13:1-7, let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. Consequently, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted, and those who do so bring judgment upon themselves. You made this a public post and people disagree with you. You tell people to, quote, have a conversation, but you immediately lock your replies when faced with criticism. Pointing out hypocrisy isn't unkind. I'm not antagonizing my community against you. If you want to play that game, just look at the replies from your own supporter towards me. You've made an obnoxious virtual signaling post with no depth whatsoever. You got backlash. If you don't like that, then maybe don't dive into these topics publicly. To which Straub, who's Rev Desu's wife, has hopped in as well, saying, it's kind of hard to have a conversation when you just say F ICE and lock your replies, just saying. But at the end of the day, this is a public platform and nobody is antagonizing their communities to you. Also, quoting scripture to, quote, be kind and forgiving when your original post was what it was is kind of ironic. When you started a hostile, you should expect responses that are not exactly super sweetly typed out. Maybe your original post should have had more depth if good conversation was what you were wanting. So anyways, guys, this is obviously a very heated topic. It's a very political topic. Religion is also being pulled into this as well. Obviously, I am Canadian. I don't have any skin in the game here. However, this is very publicly happening on Twitter in the VTuber community, so it is something that I do have to report on. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think about the conversation between Rev and Lala? just the messenger. Just let me know in the comments below, what do you think? On to our next piece of Newsy news. This is YouTube, and YouTube is an American online video sharing platform owned by Google. You're watching this on YouTube right now. And this is Shylily, and Shylily is a female independent VTuber from Germany, based in the Netherlands. She created her own model in 2020. Why are we talking about YouTube and Shylily? Well, guys, it looks like Shylily is having some issues when it comes to YouTube. This is posted on Shylily's X account. This is posted on January 25th, 2026 at around 3:34 p.m. And Shylily says, bro, my video got age restricted due to nudity and spicy content because of a jiggly capybara song. The quote-unquote human appeal got denied as well. Come on, at Team YouTube, at YouTube, what is this shite? AI garbage is so overused and so disconnected from the actual platform and ruining everything. So obviously for YouTube reasons, I cannot play what the song is, but if you want to see it for yourself, this is posted on Shylily's X account. Okay, so to continue Shylily's point, this is posted on her X account as well, saying 18 plus video because of a coffee mascot, ... Stuff is so cooked. You can see here, this is the screenshot. It says, take a look at your content and our policies. Here's an example of how your content did not follow community guidelines. Make sure you follow all policies. Nudity and spicy content at the timestamp 4:49. That's what you're seeing here, the capybara and Shylily. And it says here, content that shows individuals in minimal clothing or coverage may be age restricted if it's not appropriate for all audiences. And it says viewers must be at least 18 years old to watch this content. One of the comments here is saying, Azamu says they saw this. Oh, she's doing pervy, age restriction. Meanwhile, just dancing to a capybara. So there's a screenshot here of what potentially the AI could have been triggered by. But Shylily is not the only person having an issue with AI right now. This is SmugAlana. SmugAlana is a female independent Russian/English speaking Fox VTuber based in the United States, and SmugAlana is having an issue too. So this is posted on Alana's X account. This is posted on January 24th, 2026 at around 4:38 a.m. And it says here, hey, at Team YouTube, at YouTube creators, your AI false flagged my reaction and flagged it for violent content and was removed from the site. Given the original and several other reactions are still up, can you fix this mistake and reinstate my video? Your automated AI process false flagged this as violating your terms of service. I already submitted an appeal and it got rejected by a quote-unquote human within minutes. And then here's a link to the original video and a link to Alana's reaction. So then Alana says, at Team YouTube, still no response. Hello? So then Alana continues to say, this whole YouTube situation is making me sick. Almost 24 hours and no response in regards to my second warning on the channel. I haven't eaten all day and forcing myself to finally eat dinner just made me remember what happens when my stress level peaks. And then Alana says, not in a great mental state. No stream today. I hope I feel a little better by tomorrow. So anyways, guys, so this, so the situation with Shylily and SmugAlana in regards to YouTube's AI is still ongoing. However, there is something positive to come out of this. So this was Kitsunero, and Kitsunero, also known as Kitsu, is a female English-speaking independent VTuber from Germany. She started VTubing in December of 2023. She's also had a lot of issues when it comes to YouTube's AI, especially with losing her monetization. But this is just an update in regards to what's happened here. So this is posted on Kitsu's X account. This is posted on January 23rd, 2026 at around 11:56 p.m. And Kitsu says, we officially have our monetization back. 1.5 months of stress have finally come to an end. Planning to talk about this in a video, but waiting for one more response before that. So you can see here, this is a screenshot. This is from YouTube partner support. This is to Kitsu. It says, hi, thanks so much for your patience while our team looked into this for you. Good news. After a careful review, our team confirmed that your AdSense account has been fully reinstated. Regarding your pending balance, you can expect that to be processed in the next payment cycle. If you have any other questions about your channel, feel free to reach out to our creator support team or use our help center. Best regards. And then obviously that's been blanked out. So anyways, guys, in regards to this, YouTube is never going to stop using AI for moderation. So this is something that's going to be a lot more commonplace moving forward. So please make sure to support your creators during these difficult times, because if they don't monetize what they do, they won't be able to make content for you to enjoy. So please make sure to support, because everything in life is only for now. So if you have a content creator that you really enjoy, please ensure to support them, because a lot of times these big platforms will try to intervene, and so these people obviously need money to survive. So if you can just help them along during this difficult time, that would be super awesome. Okay guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news. This is Mythos, and Mythos is an agency of VTubers themed around the pantheon of Greek gods, and within Mythos there's a talent named Hades, and Hades is a female English-speaking VTuber associated with Mythos. And just to give you some context here, this is posted on Mythos X account. This is posted on January 23rd, 2026, pretty much announcing the graduation of Hades and the farewell stream to conclude on January 27th, 2026, which is tomorrow. Since this has happened to Hades, Hades has gone back to her original PL, which is Ayana Hilo, and Ayana Hilo is an English-speaking female virtual YouTuber. So are you talking about Hades/Hilo? Well, guys, this is posted on the VTuber drama subreddit. This is posted by SmoothShape9177, and it says here, Hilo, aka Hades, speaks out about quote-unquote Walmart 1 week ago. So for this next portion, I'm going to explain to you, if you guys have ever ever seen Star Trek Next Gen, this episode Damak Angelad at Tanagre, what I'm trying to explain to you is sometimes VTubers have to speak in metaphor for you to understand this next part. Okay, this is posted by Hilo. It looks like it's a screenshot on January 12th, 2026 at around 4:51 a.m. So let me just read this to you and then we'll kind of decipher it, okay? So Hilo says, in a Walmart, there was an employee who had a stricter bedtime and couldn't work the night shift with the other employees because of it. This led to other employees feeling like that employee hated them, but they never reached out to say that. Meanwhile, employee 1 had issues with Walmart CEO, but worked them out and was on good terms and very communicated with Walmart too. Other employees also had issues with Walmart CEO, but instead of talking it out, they vented to Walmart mods and assumed that employee 1 was getting favoritism. Employee 1 got a 2.0 first because they used a model slot they paid for in full for $3,000 out of their own pocket from before they joined Walmart, and that Walmart and artists agreed could be used for a new Walmart model. Employee 1 did not use Walmart money for the model except rigging. Other employee must have assumed things without asking, despite employee 1 saying what had happened. Other incident is a different Walmart employee had a subathon and got sick in the middle. They wanted to resume their subathon one day before employee 1's subathon that was planned before other employee even debuted. Employee 1 expressed discomfort about it, and Walmart management made the other employee wait. After that, 3 of the Walmart employees decided to vent to the Walmart mods, saying awful stuff, not about Walmart and about how they wanted to destroy Walmart, but also about employee 1 even doxing their personal life to said mods. The mods created a hate server to target the Walmart and employee 1. At this point, employee 1 was being completely ignored in public spaces from their perspective, thought things were good because 3 times prior they explained to other employees that they don't hate them, and said employees acted like everything was okay to employee 1's face. But employee 1 didn't want to blindly believe that the hate server existed, and so tried to talk to other 3 employees. First 2 pretended things are fine again. Third employee then accused employee 1 of quote love bombing by interacting and promoting their tweets and merch and streams when employee 1 asked about the server, and apologized for the actually valid things that employee 3 brought up when accused of invalidating employee 3 feelings by bringing up the server. Immediately afterward, employee 1 was told that the hate server knew employee 1 knew about it and they were trying to delete and make a new one, and that they confirmed to employee 1 that at least one other employee knew about it and it was real. Admittedly, employee 1 was childish and left the group chat after out of anger and not wanting to pursue it further. Afterwards, employee 1 wanted and had nothing to do with 3 employees, but working at Walmart where half of the employees talk bad about you and wish for you to basically fail at everything sucks and is awful. Employee 1 still hopes those employees find happiness, but doesn't want to be forced to be tied to the employees who can't talk things out, and have probably had such an issue with employee 1 because they believed every rumor, every echo chamber. But I promise you that any issue they could bring up about employee 1 is something that could have either been talked out or something they heard from someone else they never bothered confirming before letting it eat away at how they viewed employee 1. So anyways, guys, from reading through this, from what it sounds, not only was Hilo having issues with Walmart management, but also the Walmart employees that also had a dedicated hate server about employee 1. So that's pretty big. That's pretty shitty. Let's see what some of the good people on Reddit are saying here. Okay, so Mr. Shadow Hero says, yeah, this makes a manager forgetting to announce the anniversary and not the others take a whole new different meaning. Was it really forgotten? A trainer says, I haven't worked at a Walmart, but this doesn't sound like a normal Walmart work experience. Somanika says, I'm sorry for sounding stupid, but I feel like I'm missing context. Who is this? Mary says, she is Hilo, an indie account from Hades from the Mythos agency. Hades, announced that she would be graduating on the 27th, and that message was posted on her indie account, Hilo. She is talking about her experience in Mythos, but hiding it and naming it Walmart instead, probably because of an NDA. And then Desperate says, oh God, this sounds scarily similar to something I heard from when I can now conclude is the other side, and I don't know how to feel. I'm so conflicted and confused about what's going on at Mythos. Royal Stray says, employee 1 did have some obvious issues, such as a subathon. Personally, I can see how the person already in the middle of theirs would want to continue, as opposed to wait even longer. Walmart shouldn't have allowed employee 1 to use their own money for a new model, since it's obvious that would create some kind of situation. I can also see why other employees did not want to talk to the CEO, as it shouldn't have been needed. Also, a hate server is ridiculous and petty. But if all the staff and employees except 1 were having problems with the CEO, then the CEO was actually the problem. The hate, the separate server accusing of love bombing, and the trash talk was also very much over the top and not deserved. Anyways, we can see kind of there were some weird vibes definitely at Mythos, so it definitely is a good thing that Hilo has returned to her PL. Whether or not there's still any rocky stuff happening at Mythos is yet to be seen. This is obviously an ongoing situation. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of Newsy news, this is Twintails, and Twintails is an Australian VTuber who streams in English and debuted in 2020. Among the major VTubers who have a model designed or rigged by Twintails is Ironmouse, Shylily, Yukogo Robertu, and Kaneko Lumi. So why are we talking about Twintails? Well, guys, just to give you some context here, Twintails had released a customizable model that's available on VGen and a lot of other platforms, but looks like she's having an issue with people pirating. So this is posted on Twintails' X account. This is posted on January 24th, 2026 at around 4:14 p.m. And Twintails says, I priced my fully commissioned model affordably, literally 60 times cheaper than my normal prices, and even ran a free giveaway for it, and yet people are still resharing and pirating it. Anyways, I'm grateful for the people who did purchase and support my work. You guys are the reason I'm able to make the update in the model in the first place. So obviously, Twintails, not only did she undercharge what she was doing, but now people are pirating still, even though it is pretty relatively affordable. Like $190 Canadian for a fully customizable model done by Twintails is very reasonable, but unfortunately people are still pirating, and that is not okay. So this is posted by Okame Sky, and Okame says, this is very disappointing. You should be ashamed of yourself if you have pirated or reshared the files. VTubers exist because of artists that are the backbone of our community and our individual image. If you cannot afford the costs, consider other options to start your content journey. I can't wrap my head around using a model that is tied to you as a creator, as a brand that you stole. Do better. Obviously, guys, it's really frustrating, guys, because a lot of these artists who do like the top tier creators like you know, Ironmouse and Shylily and stuff like that, right? Trying to actually get them to do a model for you is kind of like one of those impossible asks, right? Like you can send emails and whatever, but if you're not connected, a lot of times these artists just won't work with you, right? So Twintails put herself out there. She put herself on a limb saying like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to make a customizable model so that way everyone can benefit from it, and she's still getting screwed. So like, it really sucks when artists put themselves out there just for their stuff to get pirated. Softwares that are available where you can get a free start. While pirating is great in some aspects, because obviously for archival purposes, it's good. But like when an actual artist is out here trying to make a living, it kind of sucks when essentially you pirate all of their hard work. So anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of people pirating Twintails? Do you think it's no big deal, or do you think that, you know, you're taking away money from legitimate artists? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, on to our next piece of news. This is Zentreya, and Zentreya is a female English-speaking VTuber who debuted in 2017. So why are we talking about Zentreya? Well, guys, it looks like Zentreya has a new model out. This is posted on Zentreya's X account. This is posted on January 23rd, 2026 at around 6 p.m. And Zentreya says, let's rock, jam out. Join me tomorrow for a new model that I'm so excited about, and let's kick this year off, Rider Kick. And this is the actual model itself. So this is posted by Kanara Draws saying, I had the huge honor of working with the design and model art for the Zen Rider model for Zen. Thank you so much, Zen, for trusting me with this. So you can see here, like this is what it looks like. This is the character sheet and what it looks like. This is Chaos V saying, let's rock, burning red henshin. I got to work with Zen and her new Zen Rider outfit. Finding a way to get V Bridger working with her TTS was a challenge, but she turned out so cute and expressive, so it was totally worth it. So you can see here, this is all the different expressions. So this is like the model showcase here. So anyways, guys, if you are a fan of Zen, please make sure to go check out her new Zen Rider outfit. Okay, guys, and that's it. That's the end of the VTuber Newsy News. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And guys, if you're not able to come to Twitch, that is no problem. I do have a YouTube channel called Lydia VTuber Plays, which backs up all of my gameplay, and I probably played through some of your favorites. I'm currently playing through Fallout 1. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Take care. Mwah! Bye-bye. Where the hell are you, Ian? Ian! Ian, get your ass over here! Ian! I'm out of ammo. How do I reload? Okay, all right. Okay, oh, Ian!